This is a tutorial on how to send a one-time email to your subscriber list, like a newsletter or broadcast. So go into My Communications, and we'll click on Communications and Broadcasts. Now, what I'll do here is, if I was going to send a brand new email, I would click on the plus button here, and I would name it. I like to, if I'm doing a weekly newsletter, I'll call it a weekly newsletter, and I'll put the date so that in the list, it'll be easily identifiable as to what the content of the newsletter is. Today is the 19th. And we'll select a category, no category in particular. Click Create. Now, with anything in Kartra, it's going to walk you through this series of steps that tells you, it guides you through the process. So the first thing we're going to do is decide if we're going to send by email or by SMS. We're sending an email newsletter, so we select send by email. And you want to double check, the sender name, the send from email, and then the reply to email. So if anybody hits reply on your email, it will go to the right email address. And these are all correct, so we'll click on Save. And then we'll go to Save and Next. And this is where we'll decide who is going to receive this email. So we want to send this to our subscriber list. So we're going to click here, and actually just to demonstrate, you have a lot of options here of who you can send these emails to. Generally, it's going to be to your subscriber list, but if you're sending a segmented email and you're targeting a specific group of users or someone who has a specific tag who's taken an action, you'll have all of these options here. You can send an email to people who subscribed after a certain date, locations, if they filled out a form, if they're in a particular sequence. You have a lot of options here. But we are going to just send a regular newsletter to our subscriber list. And we're going to select this list from the drop-down. This is our subscriber list. We're going to click Add. Now you have the option here to select this radio button that says, do I want to send this to people who have not agreed to receive communications from you? And you don't ever want to check this, because then you will be in violation of GDPR. So please leave that blank. Go ahead and click Save and Next to go to the next one. And we're just sending a single email. A/B split test would be if you wanted to send two versions of your email to your list to see which one does better. We're just going to send a single email. So this is where you would enter your subject line right here. And then here is where you're going to enter your email body, the email text body. So you would enter all your content here. And this, if you were going to do just a plain text email, you would leave it as basic. Now, if we wanted to jazz it up a little bit, we could actually select Advanced. And now, under Design Templates, we can select all these different components, kind of like in the page builder. We could add text, we can add images, we can put videos, we can do all these different things. Now, I have created a template for this client. So I'm just going to drag it right in here from my templates. Now, to create a template, actually, let me delete this for a moment to show you how to create a template of your own. What you would just do is make sure you're in advanced mode. And go in here and just drag and drop different components to create your template. So I generally do text, maybe you'll do images where you can add a picture, you add your photo, add a picture of your signature for some personalization, and then you can add, from the design templates, add a footer, which you just drag and drop here, and then you'll want to go in and update these links with your social media account handles right here, so you can just add the URL of your Facebook account, Twitter, LinkedIn, and these different footers have different options, so make sure you go in and see which one matches up with your social media presence. So to edit this block, we're going to click on that little blue pencil, and now we can change the background color here. And if you wanted to make it bigger. We could add a border to this. We can edit this text. This is a little text editor here, so if I want to change this, if I want to change the color of the text, I can do that. If I want to change the size, just highlight it and make any changes I feel that you need to do. So once I've done all this and I've created I can actually do this to make this a consistent call to action here. So if I'm going to say PS, be sure to book a call today. But we'll leave it generic. And then what I'll do is add a text block here, and this would be the email content that I would put in here. Now what I would also do is pre-fill this with some personalization so that I can just drag and drop my email content. So I could say, fill in my email with a first name, and this will auto-populate based on the information that somebody has entered when they completed a form to get onto your subscriber list. This will automatically fill in with their first name. And now you can go in here and add your email content. And then if this is a template that you want to save, you can click on this button that says Save as Template, and then going forward, you'll find it here in the Design Templates under My Template. So then you can just drag and drop it from here. This is one I've already created for the client. It'll pop up here. So now we can use this. This is this thing. This is his template. Delete all these. Now, when we're happy with that, I like to send a test email, but it's not going to let me do that because I haven't entered the subject. So I was going to do that right here. I could send a test email, check all my links. I can also view how an email is going to look on different devices. So if I want to see the mobile view, I can just click that button and I'll see how it'll look. These are some other things you can change. You can change the background. You can change the canvas background, which is this part of the email over here. I think I just deleted my email. So now, when we're happy with our email, we can go to Save and Next. It's going to check our spam score. Now it sends us to automations. So we have the option here to add tags or take action based on things people do when they read our email. If they open it, if they click on the link, we can create some activities, some actions in the Kartra system, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Click Save and Next. Now you have the option, you can either send it, schedule it, or save it as a draft to come back and make any edits. I'm going to go ahead and save it as a draft, Save and Next. Now when I go into my broadcast list, now it's here, saved as a draft, and to edit, I'll just click on this button. If I want to clone it, I can click this, and if I was ready to just send it, I could just hit this button and send it in. So that is how you send out a one-time email to your list.